Hey guys, it's Spacey Sims, and we are back with more Mystic Destinies, and we are reading Takumi's route, and we're reading the epilogue of his route. So we are at chapter 2, and oh my god, okay, so I just wanted to I have to just share this because it's kind of funny. So all of the stuff that I'm recording today, this is part 84 of Mystic Destinies, but this week all of my Danganronpa is at 79, 80, 81, and 82. And then Mystic Destinies is 83, 84, and 85. Like, the parts just line up, and I recorded Danganronpa before this. So literally, my videos, when I record them, they go into the folder in the order you record them. So now they're labeled. And they're 79, 80, 81, 82, 83. And then this will be, they're like in perfect numerical order. And I didn't even realize that until I was like, okay, what part, like the last one, like labeling it so that I would know when I go to encode them and everything, like, that I'm doing the right part. And I'm like, seriously? 83? And it's just, I just can't believe how perfectly numbered they are. And that is 100% by accident. I mean, just because obviously when we did the last parts of these, when we did 80, 81, and 82, it was Danganronpa was in 72. So that's like a once in a lifetime thing. Anyway, I just wanted to share that because it was random and I thought it was cool. So anyway, chapter 2, interlude. Sexy interlude. After our usual scary episode last night, Takumi and I decided we could use some time off. It is Valentine's Day after all. Takumi looks across our table at me, a pleasantly dazed smile on his face. I still haven't gotten used to him doing this sometimes, just staring at me lovingly like this. But Takumi doesn't move, not even after what feels like a minute or two goes by. He just continues to stare at me, and I begin to feel a blush creeping up my face. Taku. Do it back to him. Can you not? Why would you do that? You're doing it again. Do it back to him. I lean in and stare right at Takumi. He looks surprised momentarily, and I feel proud. Until he leans across the table, pulls me by my arm to him, and gives me the briefest peck on my lips, leaving me stunned. Takumi's laughter breaks me out of my immobile state. If you can't take the heat, get out of the kitchen. You're the one who dragged me in the first place. I'll get you back one of these days. Didn't you just try, though? I look away in annoyance, and Taku reaches over to ruffle my hair. Aw, don't get pouty on me. It's nice to be alone like this for once, right? Alone in a bar. I mean, we are alone together a lot, but we're usually either working or... Taku, please. I don't want people overhearing about that. Shinji's friend hangs out here, doesn't he? Works here, actually. I nearly jump out of my seat when Shinji and his friend magically appear as if summoned out of nowhere. Hi, Shinji, I still love you. I like Takumi too a lot, but I still love Shinji. Just like his pretty hair. They didn't just magically appear, though, right? Right. Takumi, on the other hand, grins as soon as he sees the two at the table. Hey, guys, Taku looks back at me and then narrows his eyes at Shinji and Isao. What you up to? Since it's Valentine's and most of us are without a date. Because I went Takumi in this world, but last world it would have been you, baby. There you go. Yeah. Anyway, mostly for lack of even bothering to try. If that's what you want to tell yourself to make yourself feel better, then sure. It's that. I do have a date later tonight, though. You do? With who? Why didn't you set me up for one, too? What am I, your personal dating service? Oh, come on, Shin. Emmy's gonna laugh her ass off at me if I ain't got a date tonight. Shinji rolls his eyes and sighs. Fine, I'll text Kamiko and ask if she's got any single friends who want to go on a date with an overly loud prima donna. Isao pouts but says nothing more on the issue. I try to hold in my laughter at how the scene unfolds. Whenever any of the guys joins us, it never fails to become an entertaining scene. But before anything else can be said, someone laughs from behind us, and the four of us turn together to see more people coming in. It's too late, Isao. I already heard you begging Shinji to get you a date. Oi, I wasn't begging. I don't normally jump in, but it did sound like you were. Just a little bit. E2 show. E2 show. Now, can we save ganging up on Isao for later? Emmy smiles and takes the seat next to me. She leans in just a little. Sorry if we're ruining your date. We barely ever see you two, though, so I'll drag the guys away a little later, and then you two can get back to your date. I glance at Takumi, who seems to be a little grumpy about the situation. I admit that I might be too, if not for Emmy. I look back at her and smile. Alright, that sounds perfect. Great! I love Emmy! I want a story about her! I really do. Can we just make one about her too? Can we have Emmy's story? I mean, I'm down with Echoes to be like Aurelia and have it be a little bit different and have us date in the darker guys and everything like that, but I really want like an Emmy one. But then again, seeing some of the characters from Echoes, that's gonna happen with Aurelia, like her friend Pax. Pax is like the best character fucking ever, and I know nothing about her aside from like the little blurb that they give you and just seeing her character, like the drawing. Oh my god, she's freaking amazeballs. I'm like, that's it, I want to see her. She's like the pirate queen, and it's like, we need a story about her. We just need them all. Just keep churning them out. She turns to her brother and kicks him in the butt gently. What the hell are you kicking me for, you nerd? Emmy just laughs. Waiter, we'd like some drinks here. The service is kind of slow and we're thirsty. Esau sighs as everyone suddenly starts shouting their orders at him. I join in and tell him my favorite cocktail too. All right, fine, I'll go. You lot don't gotta shout at me, you know. With that, he walks behind the bar while grumbling all the way there. Despite being pouty about no longer being just the two of us, Takumi uses the chance to pull me into the seat next to him. After drinks are served, everyone sits around the tiny table. Takumi keeps his hand on my thigh the whole time. Although at times his hand would slowly start to creep up whenever everyone else was distracted. A cell phone rings, suddenly breaking off the conversation. I look around before realizing that my phone is vibrating in my pocket. Oh, it's mine. Sorry. Looks like I forgot to set it on silent. I pull my phone and see Aurelia's picture staring back at me. Aurelia? If she's calling me, then it must be something important. I quickly answer it before Aurelia decides to hang up. Hello? At least one of you is responsible. Seems like Takumi turned his phone off. I look at Takumi, who's looking away innocently. I finally uncovered some important information. Oh? From the papers from Shizuka's house and the USB you gave me? I was just waiting for the code in the papers to be cracked as well before I gave you anything. Oh. Oh, seriously? So there's finally something. Yes. I need you and Takumi to come home early tonight to discuss it, because I have somewhere I need to go. Yes, alright, we'll be there soon. I nearly dropped my phone trying to hang up. I stuff it back in my pocket and look at Takumi. Takumi, this is really important. Let's go home right away. Takumi rises out of his chair so fast that it falls backward onto the floor with a loud clatter. He's like, I'm getting sex! And it's like, no, we're talking about my mom! Not what I was expecting. Poor Takumi. He grabs my hand and pulls me up. Well, guys, sorry we have to go so fast, but, you know, duty calls. Yeah. Alright, try not to get stabbed this time, though. Takumi laughs. I try to hide the pang of worry behind a smile. I'll do my best. Yes, please. Shinji chuckles. That goes for you, too, you know. Oh. Yeah, please don't get stabbed either, Inara. Well, of course, I'll do my best, too. Takumi half drags me to the door, even as we all say our goodbyes. Takumi immediately lets go of my hand with a big sigh and keeps walking down the sidewalk. I half run to catch up with him, my mind swirling with possibilities of what the information Aurelia managed to uncover could be. We quietly walk side by side. Could it really be anything useful after all this time? I mean, I know that it hasn't really been that long. Some people aren't found for years, if at all. Man, I love those guys, but seriously, can't they take a hint? Since it's been so long, I started thinking that I might never find her again. But, hello? I was so angry at first, but now I really have no idea. Inara, are you thinking about what Aurelia said? Yeah. I'm just really excited. It's been almost half a year since this all started. I didn't expect to get anywhere today. We're going to be one step closer to finding her. Takumi suddenly grabs my arm and pulls me off the sidewalk. Into some shadows, sorry. He smirks and gets right in my face. You're so sexy when you're all determined. But I was, in fact, planning to get somewhere today. What? Taku, this isn't the time. He sighs. I know you're all fired up to go, but I seriously know how these things go. You'll find out some kind of information and you'll want to investigate right away. and we'll get dragged into some crazy bullshit. Takumi covers me from the sight of any passersby with his body and grabs me by the waist with one arm. His fingers dance up the side of my stomach, and he leans over to whisper in my ear. But I want some time alone with you first. We've been working a lot lately, and I'm feeling kind of pent up. I swallow hard. Oh, God. I haven't gotten used to Taku's sexiness, like, at all, despite it being 2 months since we got together. Wait, what if I never get used to it? Scary thought indeed. Girl, fucking let it go. Like, get it on. What? I don't... Okay, right here. I want to know about Shizuka first. No. And then I'm going to regret it if something happens. You know it. I'm going to be like, why did I do that? But, give your boyfriend a little bit of love, girl. If you want me so bad, just take me right here then. I'm definitely bluffing. Mostly. I actually see Takumi's face turn bright red at my words. But as I open my mouth to comment on it, his lips crash into mine. The taste of him, his warmth, all of it makes me eager to respond with just as much fervor. As we start to lose ourselves in each other, I hear some passers-by murmuring about us. Takumi doesn't seem to care, but I can't do the same easily. I pull away and Taku sighs, but goes along with it. I think it would have been really hilarious if something happened. I would have been like, oh God, what did I do? Secretly enjoying it, but not enjoying having to read it for people. With a little smile, I take his hand in mine and we make our way to Aurelia's. I'll have to make it up to him later. The two of us get to Aurelia's and see her waiting for us on the couch, looking over something on her laptop. Without waiting for us to say much, she starts to explain everything. From the USB Shinomura gave you to, I was able to map out some of Shizuka's routine. I did check the places that she used to visit often, but that was a dead end. The papers you found, however, provided a lead to where she might have gone. A vague as hell one. Shizuka mentioned some distant place several times in her letters to someone. I had to use my contacts and research a great deal to figure out that it's some sort of shrine. A shrine? Aurelia nods. I have no idea where it is, though, or anything more about it. Oh. Professor Okura might know more about it, but he's not part of my contacts network. So I suggest you go ask him yourself, since you've already had dealings with him in the past. How do you know he'll even talk to us? He owes me a favor, okay? Anyway, I haven't been able to immediately locate Noki, as he isn't at any of his usual haunts. Takumi practically vibrates with excitement all of a sudden. Ooh, I smell a mystery. The case of the missing vampire professor. Our eyes on the case! And he told me I would be the one to get us dragged into some crazy bullshit. I have some business of my own to attend to at some fancy party, so I have to get ready. So you should get started on that mystery. I know if I leave you two alone here on Valentine's Day, I'm going to end up hearing something I don't want to hear. With that embarrassing remark, Aurelia leaves to her bedroom. By now, night has fallen. Takumi and I step outside of Aurelia's apartment building. I turn to Takumi with a tired sigh. This really isn't how I wanted to spend my first Valentine's Day with Taku. So where do you want to start A devilish smile appears on Takumi's face, making me lose my train of thought. What? Oh, you forgot your gear anyway. That isn't like you. You should go back and get it. Don't need it. Huh? Why not? Because I'm taking you out on a date. What? Didn't you just say we should find Professor Okura? Yeah, I did kind of get excited, but that can wait. What kind of boyfriend do you take me for that I drag my girlfriend out on a mission to see another guy anyway? Especially on Valentine's Day? Oh, I see. I'm sorry, Takumi. That makes me really happy. Taku unexpectedly blushes and looks away. It's no big deal, really. It's just the least I can do for you. For such an amazing person who's always with me and supporting me. Takumi awkwardly rakes his fingers through his hair before then pulling out his saddle bag. Anyway, I got everything we need right here. Let's just go change at my friend's place on the way to the restaurant, okay? I look at the bag and then up at Takumi. Okay. Much happier than when I first stepped out on the street, we head off to Chawa. Soiree. Ooh, so we're done. Okay. These are short chapters. I don't know what's going to happen. But anyway, so I am going to wrap this part up here. I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.